What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Trey Sense. That's right, you knew that when you clicked on this video. Listen, if you are interested in my third weekly fragrance rotation and seeing what I wore the third week of the year, then meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to break it down and we're going to get right into it. Hope to see you guys in just 1 second. Sit right there. What's going on, everybody? You guessed it. It is your boy. Hold up. Let's take it back. It is your boy, LL Cool Trey R. Say it with me. Say it with me one time for them one time. For old time's sake. Trey Belafonte. Oh man, y'all remember that? Listen. Before we get into this video, I need you to do something for me. I need you to like, share, and sub. Now that we got that out of the way, week 3 of the year, week 3 of my fragrance rotation, and what I have been wearing over the last 7 days. My week start, well, everybody's week technically starts Sunday. I go from Sunday to Saturday because that's when my work week starts. And let's get into what I wore. Man, oh man. Hope everybody's year's going good. I'm excited because them 49ers, chitty, bang, bang, 49er gang, gonna take on them Cowboys tomorrow, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Listen, all right, let's get it. Sunday, which was January the 15th. It's the day this started. I'm gonna sit this down. I wore 2 fragrances that day. Seems like it was fairly warm that day because of my choices. The first fragrance that I picked up and put on that day as I was chilling at the house the first part of the day because I don't go to work until 7 p.m. was from Jared Lang. This is a very, very light, fresh, easy to wear fragrance. One of the things that I like about doing this list and keeping up with it is it gives me an opportunity to really dig off into my fragrance collection and pull out fragrances, and it also makes me think about them. This one, nice citrus woody fragrance, sneaky good. I was impressed the first time that I smelled this fragrance. I picked it up at Ross in Columbus, Tennessee. One day I was out on a little adventure and I swooped it up, and it was $10 or $15. It was more than 10, less than 20. So let's just say 15 for old time's sake, shall we? Again, citrus, woody, fresh, clean, great for the office. Cannot complain about this fragrance. I've heard some people say stuff like they don't last long, yada, blah, blah, as Denzel says in Training Day. I like the fragrance, and I'll tell you why. Because it smells good. Because at the end of the day, for me, that's the objective. Again, I sprayed it on the first part of the day before I went to work, changed into my uniform, then went to work. When I got back home, I changed back into what I had on prior to go to bed, put my shirt on, my t-shirt on, and you could still smell this very pronounced. So it's one of those fragrances that may fade off of the skin relatively fast, but if you're going to work and you're a clothes sprayer, this is one that you will get good longevity and good projection out of. Now, it's not beast mode and it's not monster, but I'm telling you, if you spray this on a nice cotton t-shirt or a nice hoodie, it's gonna get in that material, it's gonna get in that fabric, and it's gonna stay for hours, because that had to be, we're talking 11 a.m. when I sprayed it on. And again, wore it all day, maybe reapplied once. I don't think so, but may have reapplied one time. I don't think I did though. Did my little running around town again, and then we're talking 12 midnight and it was still on my skin. Not on my skin, I'm sorry. Still on my shirt, very pronounced. Jared Lang, first part of Monday. That night, I think it had cooled off just a little bit, but still fairly warm. I went with something that I just felt like pulling out and wearing, and this is the complete opposite of Jared Lang. This is a beast mode fragrance. 3 or 4 sprays of this and you are good. From the House of Versace It is Dylan Blue. I don't know who Dylan is, but his blue is a beast. I like this fragrance. It is a compliment getter. I think it is good for any age. All ages can wear this fragrance. I do think it lends itself to either nighttime or more cooler weather. If you're gonna wear this on a hot day, I definitely think you should monitor your sprays. Go easy on the trigger. But I do think you can pull it off in the warmer climates. I personally think it's more suited for cooler weather this time of year. I say fall transitioning into winter, or spring transitioning into summer. I think you'll be fine that way, either way. But Versace's Dylan Blue, outstanding fragrance, outstanding performance, and that's fairly reasonably priced. And I've started to see that at the rack stores. Y'all excuse me, I'm gonna get a sip of my tea here. My head's trying to hurt you. Boy's been feeling a little bit under the weather. Just been dealing with some different issues. So please keep me in your thoughts and your prayers, and I will do the same for you guys. All right, that was Monday, January the 15th. No, that was Sunday. I apologize. Sunday, January the 15th. This is Monday, January the 16th. And the fragrance that I went with is from the house of, this is going to be good, Niccolo. Well, you'll know what it is when you see the bottle, and it is Sculpture Home. Now this fragrance, to me, I like it. I like it as it's starting to warm up because we got rain coming. So by the time Tuesday got here, the temperatures are starting to warm up a little bit. And I like this fragrance. I really do. It does remind me of fragrances like Mont Blanc Individuel, maybe Jupe, Dunhill Desire Red. I think it's in those wheelhouses. You know what I mean? Maybe Creed's Original Santal. It's in that wheelhouse of fragrances. Nonetheless, I like it. And again, this is one that gets you compliments. People pay attention to this type of scent. For whatever reason, it is mass appealing. I think people are going away from that red, that bright red type of scent, and especially with the less expensive fragrances like Sculpture and like the aforementioned fragrances, I think people are starting to grow old of them for whatever reason. It could be because big name reviewers and people are not hyping them, so people are staying away from them. But to my nose and in my collection, I'll be 100% honest with you, the scent profile of Jupe, a Yope, depending on where you're at, is still one of my favorite, most complimented fragrances. Just saying. And this is one of those fragrances that's really good, and it will get you compliments. Just a bright red apple-y, very sweet, dries down really nice and warm type of scent. As you see, it comes out in a really good spray. And I got several hours of performance out of this one. I say if you spray this one on your shirt, you're going to get 6 to 8 hours, if not more. Easily 6 to 8. If you spray it on your skin, you're still looking at 5 to 6 hours. I want to say it's Nicolos, but for sure Sculpture. And that was Tuesday. Now, I am just a day ahead every time I do this. That was Monday. Tuesday, I wore something from, I don't even have to sit my notebook down from this one. Yeah, let me sit it down. Tuesday, I wore something from the House of Sensual Obsessions, and it is Plum Explosion. And Plum Explosion is a very good name for it, because you definitely get the plum, but it is something in there that lends it to maybe a little bit of gourmand. Don't think Andy Warhol when you smell this fragrance or when you think about this, because it's not. It's more gourmandy. That Nicholas or that sculpture has really filled the air. It puts out a lot of mist and it's really filled the air. Oh, I gotta clean my glasses, y'all. These things get dirty so fast. I wish they invented glasses that did not get dirty. I think that would be a cool thing. No telling what they would be worth though, but I think that would be cool. As newly being, well, I've been wearing my glasses a year now. Still fairly new to wearing them. They stay dirty. And it's a disgusting thing to me. Makes me feel dirty. But anyway. Plum Explosion. Great little fragrance from the House of Sensual Obsessions. It's got that sweet plum in it, but then at the same time, it is something in this fragrance that is very gourmand and very, very warm and inviting. I like it. I do. I think this is a date night fragrance for sure. Probably a little too grown and sexy to wear to work, but I did it anyway because I'm grown and sexy, baby. All day, every day. So I did wear it to work. Did I receive a compliment? One of the guys that I work with, always asks me every time I walk by, "What you got on today, Trey?" And I love these little sample bottles because it gives me an opportunity to sample different things from Sensual Obsessions. But it also gives me the ability to just pull it out of my pocket and be like, this is what it is. That way I can show them this is a company that I rock with. They make really good products. You should get you some. Bam, bam, bam. From Sensual Obsessions, Plum Explosion. That's a great fragrance. Again, sweetness from the plum. There's something in it that gives it a gourmandy, warm, inviting feel. And warm is just the best way that I can explain it. Hot, sexy, warm. Excuse me. Now, that was Tuesday, which would be the 17th, Plum Explosion, Sensual Obsession. Between Tuesday night and Wednesday, a thing happened. Your boy was sick. I was just sick. I was sick. Ain't no other way to explain it. And I did not wear anything because I did not get out of the bed. Did not get out of the bed. So Wednesday, maybe the first time in years that I did not wear a fragrance at all. I wore nothing. So nothing else to talk about. That brings us, and that would be Wednesday the 18th. That brings us to Thursday the 19th. And I wore something from the House of Dapper. And it is Dapper's version of God of Fire. And I talked to Travis before I ordered this. This fragrance could easily be a unisex fragrance for the few female subs that I have that happen to watch this video. This fragrance could easily be unisex. It is very fruity, very juicy, and it has a certain clean effect to it. But it has a very real, I want to say that's peach and some type of citrus at the top. I like it. I do. It took me a minute. Because when I first sprayed it, how I am with sweet fragrances and fruity fragrance. And when I first sprayed it, I was just like, oh, that's going to be too sweet. That's going to be way too sweet. But then as it moved on my skin, I was just like, wait a minute. Maybe not. And it's a nice year-round type of scent. I do think it's more suited for warmer weather. I'm going to say winter going into spring, spring going into summer, summer going into fall, and fall going into winter. I would not wear it in the winter. So I'm gonna say it's a 3-season fragrance. But nonetheless, Dapper makes a really, really good product. This is one that you guys should definitely check out if you like stuff like what is that? This F9 Supremacy Gold. If you like fragrances like that, or even the Al Hermain Amber Oud Gold. If you like fragrances that have that fruity note up top and then bring in just a subtle hint of masculinity that's not too over the top, could easily be a unisex fragrance. This is one that I think you would like. Dapper's version of God of Fire. And this 30 ml will run you roughly $30, but it's a high quality juice and I think it's worth that. That was Thursday, which brings us to Friday. Friday was another 2 fragrance day. I was supposed to get my hair cut Thursday, but my barber wasn't feeling well. He had to leave early. So I wore 2 fragrances Friday. The first part of the day, I wore another one from the house of Sensual Obsessions, and it is called King of Queens, and it is Kevin, our Sensual Obsessions version of Bach 540. And it's pretty close. It's pretty close. I think this may be a little bit more fruity up top, but I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. It definitely dries down and smells, really, really close to 540. And I like it. And I think this is a fragrance to me that's better suited for this time of the year. Sweet fragrances, to me, again, I live in the Southeast, I live in Alabama. To me, they go better in the winter or colder climates because it's so hot in the summertime. If you wore this in the summer, it would have to be just a spritz, bam, bam, and that's it. 1 to 2 sprays, and that is it. That's it, because it's so thick and it's so heavy and sweet. You can't wear a lot of this in the summer. The bees and the mosquitoes will attack you like piranha. You will be, no bueno. No, it won't work, don't do it. But that is King of Queens from Sensual Obsessions. That was Friday. Came home, chilled, and then got ready. Had some evening activities to go do. Call it what you must. But I had some stuff to do that evening, and I went with one because it was relatively cool Friday. I don't think the temperature got above 50. Beautiful day, but it was still cool. Maybe 51 or 52 at the highest. So I went with an OG, a faithful OG. You know what this is. Dolce & Gabbana, the one, the EDP. Now, I'm probably one of the few people on the planet that actually like the EDT, maybe just a little bit better, but, and the reason for the EDT performs well on me. I get 5-6 hours out of the EDT, so. But I forgot how good this smells. I forgot how good this fragrance smells, man. This smells good. It smells really good. Lasted all night on my skin. I wore a sweater and it went well with what I had on, my outfit. Of course, your boy looked impeccable. So it went well with that. It did good in the cool, which personally, I think this is a year-round, all-purpose scent. I think this is, there's no other way to say it. This is a 7-day-a-week fragrance, 4-season fragrance. And I think the citrus that's in it lends it to the warmer weather, and the sweetness, I think, lends it to the cooler weather. Nothing else to say about this beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Yeah, from the house of Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDP, and it did give me compliments. All right, that's Friday. Did I tell you the date on Friday? Friday was the 20th, which brings us to Saturday, because it's going to be Sunday when you see this video, so it brings us to Saturday. From the House of English Laundry, I decided to go with Armor. And it was a day where I decided I'm just going to sit around and watch football all day and not do anything too strenuous. Did a little laundry, straightened up around the house a little bit, that type of thing. Excuse me. If y'all wondering what I'm drinking, just a little green tea. If I didn't say that earlier, just a little green tea. Hoping it helps open up my sinuses a little bit. I think my sinuses is bothering me. I think that's what's giving me such a hard time. Anyway, from the House of English Laundry, it is Armor, and I got this in a little gift set at TJ Maxx during the Christmas holidays, and you may be able to still find that little gift set. It was $19.99. Now this one, it's nothing new. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's a fragrance scent profile that we've all smelled before. It reminds me of maybe Polo Red. Yeah, Polo Red. All Red Extreme minus the coffee note. Good smelling fragrance. Performance leaves some to be desired, but it's English Laundry. It's a decent house. It's a house I like. It's one you have to be careful with, because when they first start putting these in stores, when they come out with the new one, you'll find them in places like Macy's and Nordstrom's and places like that, and they'll be, even the mall, they'll be asking $70-$80 for them, and then you'll see them 6, 7, 8 months to a year later at TJ Maxx for $19.99. So you just have to be careful. You have to be patient. You have to be smart about it. This is all I need of a lot of fragrances, and honestly I wish I could get more fragrances in this size, because the likelihood of me finishing this bottle is really not that good. So, and we'll see, not rushing the year away, but we'll see 6 months into this, we'll look back at what I wore and see if I've repeated a fragrance or not, but I don't really think that's gonna happen, but we'll see. But from the House of English Laundry, it is Armor. And again, this one reminds me a little bit of Polo Red or Polo Red Extreme without the coffee note. Maybe a hint of something blue or ambroxany in there. Definitely some ambroxany. So I'm trying to think, is that a hint of Bleu de Chanel I'm picking up on? Mixed with Polo Red. If redone and done with really high quality perfume oils, this fragrance could be something to behold. It could be a force to be reckoned with. Instead, it's a really good, inexpensive fragrance, and one that I think a lot of younger guys would really, really like and appreciate, because it's got that sweet modern smell to it. Nonetheless, I do like the fragrance, and I will definitely wear it again. I don't know when, but I'll definitely get it out and wear it again. All right, guys, that is it, man. And again, I apologize for the video not having my normal flow, but again, we're getting there. This is, new. Trying to read it off the paper and, keep up with it. Maybe when I start week 4, which is tomorrow, I'll get more used to reading it off the paper and figuring out how to lay everything out, because we're also coming to the end of the week. Is that gonna be the last video? No, we got 2 more weeks. So, but anyway, you already know the drill, guys. With that being said, listen, I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and being the best part of this channel, and thank you for sticking with your boy to the end. So, and I really, really appreciate all of you who just keep returning to the scene of the crime. Y'all got a problem, man. Y'all got a problem. But it is greatly appreciated. Appreciate you hanging out with me. You already know the drill. I love you all, and may God bless you all. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk to you about, and I should have said this earlier in the video. What fragrances do you think I should wear in this upcoming week? This video go up Sunday. Y'all drop me some suggestions, some recommendations down in the bottom in the comments. Drop me some comments in the bottom. Tell me what fragrances you recommend I should wear during the week. Let me tell you the temperatures. I think it's gonna be in the mid 50s. For the highs are gonna be in the 50s, maybe some in the high 40s, low 50s, high 40s, and we're gonna get some rain. So it's gonna be that kind of week. So what do you think I should wear during the week? Some suggestions. All right, guys. With that being said, I'm out of here. God bless you all and love you all. Until next time, peace.